Okay, for today's English lesson, we are learning to use comparative and superlative adjectives. These adjectives are not new to you. We have learned them before in an earlier English lesson, so I will do a quick recap of what these adjectives mean. So, what are comparative adjectives? They are used to compare one person or one thing with just another one person or thing. Okay, so for example, in this slide, I have a picture of two boys. One boy is called Tiny and the other is called Sky. I can say Tiny, this boy over here, is taller than Sky. I can also say Tiny can run faster than Sky. Okay, so take note that the adjectives, the comparative adjectives, are highlighted in red for you. So, how do we form comparative adjectives? As you can see in the examples provided, we just need to add the words or the letters er to the back or the end of an adjective. For example, your handwriting is neater than mine. I'm comparing two people's handwriting, yours and mine. I can also form comparative adjectives by putting the word more in front of the adjective. For example, this pencil case is more expensive than the book. I can't say this pencil case is expensive than the book because it sounds really weird and really awkward. So for such adjectives, I will use the word more and then I have to put the word than at the back of the adjective as well. So what are superlative adjectives? They are used to compare one person or thing with more than one other person or thing, meaning comparing one person or thing with in a group, okay, of persons or things, at least maybe two or at least three things, okay? So I have three people here. I have a boy, he is tall. His brother is taller than him. But this man here, who is the boy's father, is the tallest. And this word tallest is the superlative adjective. How do we form superlative adjectives? We have to add we have to add the letters est to the back or the end of the adjective, and we have to add the word the to the start of an adjective. For example, in class 5A, Ben's handwriting is the neatest. Okay, take note of the word the and est at the back, and I'm comparing Ben's handwriting to all the other boys or students in class 5A. I can also put the most in front of the adjective. For example, this pencil case is the most expensive item in the shop. Again, it sounds really weird if I say this pencil case is the expensivest item in the shop. It sounds really weird and really awkward. Okay, so these are the two ways we can form superlative adjectives. Now, there are irregular comparative and superlative adjectives that do not follow the rules that I have mentioned earlier in this presentation. Okay, so what is one example of an irregular comparative and superlative adjectives? I have good, better, and best. Again, the base adjective is just to describe a noun. I don't want to compare anything. So I'm going to use collies as a type of dog as an example to form my three sentences here for irregular, comparative, and superlative adjectives. First adjective, collies are good dogs. Okay, no comparison made. If I compare it to another type or breed of dogs known as German Shepherds, I can say collies are better dogs than German Shepherds. And finally, if I just want to say that collies are really the best, I compare it with all other dogs, I can say some people think that collies are the best dogs ever. Okay, so take note of these three forms of the word good. They are irregular comparative and superlative adjectives good, better, best. There's also another comparative and superlative adjective that's irregular as well. You have learned it. Do you remember bad, worst, and the worst? Okay, we will talk more about this later in another English lesson. Okay, and that's it. We are done.